Come on, cows. Woo! Come on. Well, what's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and as you can see, that was the last gate installed on our new pasture behind our house. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long project. So if you'll remember, like literally 1 year ago, I hired my cousin to come in with a bulldozer and clean all of this bottomland up. And we pushed a bunch of trees, bunch of brush. Obviously still have one brush pile. I've tried to burn it several times, but it just burns out the middle, and I've been adding to it multiple times, so it's gotten bigger. But anyways, the fence project is complete, and now we can turn the mini Herefords and the alpacas and the donkeys into this pasture, which is, as you can see, right behind the greenhouse, right behind the house. And this is about probably 4 to 5 more acres of not the world's best grass. We still have trees. I didn't want to push all the timber out of here, but we get a lot of grass growing under the trees, and it'll work out great. So the fence that we build around here is basically a sheep and goat fence, even though we're putting cattle in this one. But I run one strand of barbed wire on the top, one roll. This is a roll of 4x4 square, 48-inch tall sheep and goat wire, and I like to put anyways, a strand of barbed wire at the bottom, and that just keeps things like pigs and goats and things from getting their head underneath it and rooting up and pushing up and going under. So you saw me hanging this gate, and the reason I put a gate in here is because I still want to have access to the creek. So our creek runs basically parallel to this fence right through here, and I still want to be able to get down into the creek, clean up, and keep all the brush cleared and stuff. So this was the existing goat pen that goes up to the barn right here. There's Bear. How you feeling today, buddy? You feeling all right? So typically in the past, we usually just build our own gates, as you can see right here. Basically the same concept, but in the past you could build a gate cheaper than you could buy a gate. Now this is gonna be about, I don't know, 50 times more heavy duty than this little lightweight economy gate, but we're not trying to keep bison in around here. I don't have to have bison proof type gates. We've got very gentle, very calm, tame animals. So this will keep everybody in. The only thing I'm gonna have to worry about a little bit is I may have to put something in here when we have small goats, young goats. A kid goat will be able to slip through that. And when the guys were here working on the fence, they did all the welding for me. And I had them blow the holes in the pipe for this gate and the hinges. As you can see, this one's not quite perfect. That hinge kind of runs downhill a little bit, but it's because I can't lower this any farther because of this cross brace. Now, if I could lower this down, this is an adjustable, you know, hinge here. If I could lower it down about 1/2 inch, that gate would, or that hinge bolt would be level. But we're not trying to win a beauty contest. We're not trying to win a fencing contest. We just need a functional gate that holds our animals in. What'd you hear, Bear? So, I am gonna run up to the barn. We're gonna do a little switcheroo and move the goats into the pen where the cattle and alpacas and donkeys are right now, because they're gonna start kidding out. They should start kidding the end of December into early January. And I want them close to the barn, and we'll move all the rest of the animals down here in this big bottom pasture. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Y'all follow the leader. Bear, I don't think you're the leader. May have to go grab a bucket of feed, so I'm gonna get the goats to go from their pasture, bypassing this one into my corral here, which basically gets me into the barn and into a little holding pen. Come on, Skip, you take the lead. Show them where to go. Somebody forgot to open a gate. I don't know who that would be. Then, do this gate. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Uh-oh. Better move this pad. Better move this tub. All right. Come on, goats. I got chicken that's gonna get busy in here. Come on, goats. Skip. Thought you were the leader. I got the secret sauce now. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. It's like a goat parade. There's Isaac. All right, we got everybody in. Bear, you stay here with him. Okay, the goats are in a temporary holding area. Now, I gotta go open some gates and see if they'll follow me. Okay, this might be interesting because none of the cattle or the donkeys have ever been over there in that pasture. So all they gotta do is follow me. I connect these two gates together here. If they'll just follow me around the curve, we'll be good to go. I would like Fatty Patty to stay up here. Fatty Patty, that's not your name. Why'd I call you that? I would like old Pepper to stay up here with the goats, but she's gonna be the first one to follow the feed bucket. So, let's see what we can do. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Here comes Rufus. Rufus coming running. Let's go, little Joe. You're supposed to be the leader here. You and Sharif. Rufus. Come on. So I think what I'll do is I'll just start off by getting them to come to this feed pen or feed pan in this other pasture. Hey, here comes Rufus. And then we'll work our way down, open the other gate, and go into the main new pasture. Come on, cows. Just follow Rufus. Come on. Come on. Come on, cows. Come on. Woo, cows. Come on. See if I can get behind old, formerly known as Guinevere. She's now Anna. Come on. Go the other way. Come on. Come on. Go to the gate. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're easing that way. There you go. Good girl. One down. Well, technically two. Come on, cows. We're working the right direction. Come on, cows. Come on. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Shh, shh, shh. Shh. Come on, cows. Woo, cows. Come on. Come on. Everybody makes the turn. Let's go. All right. Well, that's all the cows. They've all gone in. Now, hey, knucklehead, your face is too big to fit in my bucket. It's too big, buddy. Your head's too big. Look. Well, all the cows and Rufus are moved over. Now we've got to work on getting the other 3 alpacas and 2 donkeys. It may be more of a waiting game than anything. Rufus! He followed me in the gate. Rufus, you're supposed to be over there. But maybe the curiosity will get them because they can see the cattle over there eating. So if I can just get them moving that direction, I should be able to push them just like the cows. Steve, hey man, trying to help you out. Trying to send you to greener pasture. Okay? Come on. Well, Freedom went. There goes Steve. Now we just got to get the alpacas over there because I don't want them with the goats right now. The goats don't know how to share food. Look at this. The cows have already made it. I wish I had my gate open. The cows are already back in the right corner. Come on, Rufus. Go back over there with your buddies. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Rufus. I need one other person just to help push them that direction. Come on, Rufus. What? Really? Hey, we're pointed the right way. Oh, nope. Turning around. Rufus, you knucklehead. Come on, girls. I'm gonna pressure you through the gate. Peer pressure's rough. I bet you won't do it. Ha! Rufus, now you're the one that looks like the fool. And I said the pig would be the first one through the gate. Rufus ought to be easy now. Now that everyone else is over here, Rufus is gonna feel like a fool. Shouldn't take him more than a minute to go come around the corner. I told you should have stayed over here, buddy. Well, I would call that a success. I'm gonna go shut this gate and then we'll start moving them the other way. So really what I plan to do is actually allow them to keep access to this pasture and the back pasture for now, especially since it's wintertime. And most of my water's up here. I do have water back behind the house, so we can water them there. But this way I want to keep them where everything's contained. I can feed everything close since we're feeding grain every day right now. And when it's really cold, if I want, I can set those small panels back up, and the donkeys and alpacas, if they want, can come up under the barn. Cows really aren't going to care. There's a couple small sheds out here for the little sheep and goat huts, but obviously they're too small for cattle, even these mini Herefords. However, I will, when it's really cold or if it snows or something, they'll have access to that new add-on part of the barn, a little shed roof, to at least get them out of the north wind and have a roof over their head. Almost forgot, I need to let these guys out in this pasture so that they're not pinned up here. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Come on. Lead the way, Skip. Let's go. Let's go. Around the corner. Fainting goat about fell down. He locked up. So they've got a fresh bale of hay in here that the cows were eating on. Now what this does, in addition to having more room for the cattle down there, it gets Joe, our bull, away from these heifers, the kids' show heifers, because the last thing I really need is Joe getting in there with them. It'd be really easy for a kid to accidentally leave a gate open or something, and we don't want Joe in with the show heifers because, well, he's a mini Hereford and they're not. Well, I know this may not seem like that big of a deal, but this is a huge success and a huge step for our family and our farm, and being able to have these animals on a bigger pasture here. Yes, we live on 110 acres, but about 75% of it is wooded timber, and probably two sides of it have terrible fences that would have to be completely redone. So I'm not running my cattle on the whole place. We use this place for so many more things besides animals. And for us, having these mini Herefords and the alpacas and the donkeys and stuff, we like to have them close by our house so that we can enjoy them and our friends and family can enjoy them. And I don't know where the rest of them are at. They're off exploring somewhere. Lainey Joe and her calf are here. The donkeys and alpacas have not made it over to the gate yet. They'll find it eventually. But I know it seems like such a small thing, but this is a project we've had in mind and thinking about, talking about, planning and working on for, I guess, 2 years. And really it's not that big of a project, but it's just a small success for us. And I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. I know my wife's going to be happy because now she can come out the back door of the house and even stay in the house and be able to see her animals back here. I'm sure she'll be giving them lots of treats through the gate. There's a second gate right behind the house. I didn't show installing that or anything, but basically right 75 feet from the back of our house, maybe 100 feet, is a gate. So it will be awesome to have them here. And you know, it kind of, I don't know, we've been catching a lot of flack lately, and I totally understand it. It's not, like, I don't stress out about it. I don't worry about it. We're catching a ton of flack lately over Bear and Earl and the dog drama and all that. We got Bear fixed, and you'd have thought we broke the internet. Earl's getting better. He's running around with Bella somewhere. I'm not sure where he's at right now. He's outside. I'll catch him before the end of the video, but it kind of reminds me of an audio book that I just recently finished. I listen to Audible all the time. They don't sponsor us or anything, but I've listened to Audible for years. And this book was called The Gap and the Gain, and it's all about. I really don't know how to summarize it in a short form because it's like an 8-hour-long audio book. But basically, think about it like this: your ideal self. You're always trying to achieve your ideal self, more than just goals. Your ideal life. And it's kind of like looking at the horizon and saying, I'm going to make it to that horizon, and that's where my end goal is. Well, you can take off running as fast as you can, as long as you want to run, and you're never going to make it to the horizon. But when you turn around and look back at the gap and the gain, the gap is the distance between you and the horizon. But when you turn around and look back from where you started at the gain, when you measure yourself against how far you've come, it's incredible. Look backwards. Look back at over the last couple of years. See how far your life has changed. See how far your life has progressed. And if you're looking towards that horizon and thinking, someday I'm going to get there, well, your ideal self constantly changes. So our goals in life and our ideal plan for our life is evolving and ever changing. So if you ever did make it there, I feel like that's the grave. Like, that's the end of your life. We don't ever want to completely make it to the finish line. I feel like our goal is to always be striving forward and achieving goals, setting new goals, meeting those goals. And once you get there, then you got to reach farther and farther and farther. And every once in a while I look back and go, man, I've come a long ways. And when I look at this farm and how far it's come in the last 4 or 5 years, it just blows my mind. And the things that we've done, the things that we've been able to achieve through YouTube and Facebook and all of that stuff. I don't care about the haters. The haters are just going to be there. I posted a bunch of pictures on Facebook the other day, screenshots of some of the hateful, disgusting comments that people left. I have no clue. I'll never understand why someone feels they have the right to reach through the internet in a private message and tell them how they should be living their life. I don't understand that. It is what it is. The haters are haters. And here's the thing, and I know you got most of you, 99.9% of you guys know this and understand this, but we share 3 or 4 videos per week, and they're usually about 20 minutes long. So in a week's time, you see 1 hour of our life. You see the highlights. You don't see all of the day-to-day stuff. So when it comes to something like Bear and Earl fighting, you know, a lot of people don't want to believe it was Bear. We're here. We see how Earl is around Bear now. We see his reactions when Bear comes up on the porch. We see that Earl doesn't want to go outside and be around Bear when 2 weeks ago they were buddies. I mean, you see the highlights. And that's what, I mean, that's just what YouTube's about. That's what these Facebook videos are about, whatever you want, wherever you're watching. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited. The cows have a little bit of grass. We'll have a lot more grass in here in the spring. It's kind of gone dormant for the year. There's the rest of the herd. I don't know if you guys can see them cutting across the top of the hill back there. It's kind of interesting going up with the drone and following them around and seeing, you know, they basically checked out the whole perimeter, wanted to see how big of a pasture they were in. And now Laney Joe's come back down here to the to the bottom where the best grass is right now. But I do have plans for the spring to improve the grass in here. We'll fertilize it, probably do some planting of different grasses and stuff. And now we can rotate. So once this gets overgrazed, we can bump them back into the goat pen, lock them out of this for, you know, several weeks and let it regrow. And yeah. Well, Mr. Josephus, I think you'll be happy back here behind the house. You can still go down to the barn. You got hay and water down there, but you got a lot more room to roam now, buddy. There's Mr. Earl. Let me set my stuff down. There's Bella. So, the view from the patio. Now, you can see cows in the backyard. There are other gates right here behind those trees. And cattle will be able to come up to the house. I mean, not to the house, but cows, alpacas, and donkeys for now. Eventually the goats will probably get rotated back here, but got a few more modifications to make some of the gates more goat impassable. So back to Mr. Earl. Bella, it's not you, babe. It's not about you. Earl's still not wanting to put a lot of pressure on that leg. He's still obviously got stitches in his, you know, right here, stitches behind his leg, but he's making a full recovery. I know a lot of you don't think we should have a dog like Earl on a farm, but he's here and he's a good dog. I love Earl. He's great. Look at him. Poor guy doesn't want to put his foot down. It's all right, Earl. He's just as happy as he can be, even walking around on 3 legs right now. So there's you an update on Earl. The fencing project is finally completed. Took a lot longer than what I'd hoped. I know I hired it out, and those guys, it was kind of their side hustle thing. I knew that going into it. And there's not many nights they can work after work this time of year, so it was a weekend job. But it's completed, and animals are in. So guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.